Welcome back to another episode of the For the Healthy Host podcast.
where we talk about conscious living, self awareness, and everything in between.
I'm your host, Ree.
Sunset Tim,
Thank you so much for joining us and allowing us to be a part of your journey.
yes. How you feeling today?
I have no complaints. I'm feeling kind of light despite of what the world throws at me.
Okay.
No huge complaints at all. What about you?
I got no big complaints about life right now at all.
Who was your complaint
I
with?
said I got no complaints.
Oh, okay.
No, I ain't got none. If I did, you would know.
Y'all, we low key beefing.
We low key kind of beefing right now, or whatever. But I'm good. I did not get the best sleep, but it wasn't the worst.
Same.
Not hydrated as I normally am.
I'm
But-
hydrated.
But I'm gonna make it through though, like I always do. So,
Amen to that.
and how y'all feeling from the cubicles?
How y'all feeling from the cubicles in the gym,
Yes,
wherever you are?
let me hear you.
You hear him?
Yeah, I heard him. So, with that being said,
Today
what we rapping about today?
we're talking about just protecting your peace, the importance of it, and we're going to be sharing some practical ways that we protect our peace in this noisy world.
Absolutely. You want to kick us off?
Yeah, I think as an empath, like we are both empathetic people. I think first of all, I think it's important for every single body to protect their peace, but especially if you are somebody who carries the emotions and I guess carry other people's energy like in the world.
You embrace people. You have a full range of emotions, and they can be moved by other people's situations.
Thank you for explaining that.
Some
for me.
people are a little. I ain't gonna say some people are a little colder, but some people just ain't moved by certain situations that happen to other people. But then other individuals, they take it to heart, like it happened to them.
Exactly. And those type of people, it's really, really important to prioritize your peace.
Yes.
I think often too we want to give, and we have to give to ourselves first.
Absolutely.
That's the most important aspect because if I don't take care of me, my mental, physical, spiritual being, I won't be able to be a light for other people.
Yeah, you can't help the way you want to help if you ain't like right yourself. Who the fuck wants a sick nurse?
Exactly.
Nobody.
Exactly.
You got to be well enough your own self for you to even remotely get close to helping somebody else out.
Definitely. Something else that I wanted to say, and this is an unpopular opinion. I may piss some people off.
No shit.
I feel like
Let me
self-care.
Put my drink down. I was finna sip, but I feel like this.
You gonna spit your drink out?
Yeah, I know what you was finna say.
I feel like self-care has become one big marketing scheme.
Absolutely.
One big marketing scheme.
Yes. Click. Can I chime in?
Go ahead, chime in.
Yeah, he's like click here. Buy this. You'll feel this way, or subscribe to this and have a clearer mind and things of that nature. But yes, it's definitely a marketing thing now.
Now, don't get me wrong. I think it's okay to indulge in the tangible self-care things however much you want to, but it doesn't matter if your inner peace isn't, what's the word I'm looking for?
I think more or less what you're trying to say, like all them things are like nice tools to have, but you still need to look at the owner's manual before you get to building everything. Those are nice things to have.
Thank you for that.
You can have the nicest fucking screwdriver on the block, but if you don't know how to fucking build anything, it means absolutely nada. You still need to look at the manual when you get into healing yourself or trying to protect your peace. You still need to look inner before we start to add all these little assisting apps and subscriptions and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Which they're cool to have. Like I said, they assist, they play some type of role, but ultimately it's still gonna come down to the inner work you do with yourself.
Exactly. Like real peace is inside. Like you can't destroy like real peace. That's something that's within you. And you can buy all the things you want to buy in this world, but if you haven't fixed I don't like the word fix, but if you haven't healed that inner peace, none of it matters. You're gonna just it's at some point it's gonna kind of become an addiction because you're gonna feel like you need XYZ to have peace, but you don't need anything but yourself for real peace. All you need is you.
Yes, because you never lose your inner peace. You just kind of ignore it. Because like I said, it's
Yes.
not something that can be taken away from you. So, like you said, it's something that you ignore. You get caught up in the world around you, and you ignore your inner peace, and then you come back
Yeah.
to it when you come. We trying to live a life where we're always aware of our inner peace. You know, it drives many of our decisions. How much we gonna socialize, where we gonna be, what we gonna do. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. We think about our inner peace when we make these decisions. We'll have a much more comfortable life.
Yeah, all of these things are amazing tools they can be, but you don't need them. You don't need them. Yes, they can make your experience, your healing journey better, more aesthetic. We
Yeah.
love aesthetics. We love beauty. We love those type of things, but the real work is within you. Like all you
Mm-hmm.
need is you. Like you literally
Yes.
I remember somebody asked us, "How do I start my healing journey?" And you don't need anything but yourself to start your healing journey.
To become aware of it first. I mean, and then you
Exactly.
don't need much to get you aware, but your mind, yourself, like a little bit of time, a little bit of a quiet space for you.
Exactly. And peace is something that, like you said before, it's always within us. Are we always aware of it? No.
No, we put it down sometime.
We get distracted a lot of times by the world around us. But the beautiful thing about peace is it's always there. Whenever you want it, you can get it.
Absolutely. And protecting your peace is a big thing. Defending your peace is a big thing as well. And I think most people have never really thought about the two in a separate way. I think
I
we always
haven't.
think about protecting our peace, but ultimately at times you have to defend your peace. There's a big difference. So like defending your peace, well, I'll start with protecting. Protecting your peace is like I have a assignment, a group project in class to do. I know it's gonna stress me out. I'm gonna do my best to breathe through it and be calm the entire experience, not let it drag into my other classes or other parts of my life. That's protecting. You're doing something before, like a precaution to know, like, I am going to be okay. It's a precaution.
Like a preventative method.
Yes, like a shield around your peace.
That's a good example.
Now, defending your peace is same class project, and fucking James won't do his fucking part. And where a lot of people would do would pick up James' slack because it brings them peace about the project, but it brings peace amongst the group. But ultimately, you're feeling more burdened because you have more to do. This is when you need to kick into defending your peace. Fuck that. James needs to be told that he is lacking and he needs to do his part so it can be equal for everything. Because you don't want to have a situation where you wish you defended yourself in a certain way and you didn't. That can disrupt your peace.
Definitely.
That's defending your peace. I think a lot of times we think that's energy matching.
Yeah.
And it's not, though. I'm not giving James attitude because I would just want to give it back because he's throwing us one. No, I'm trying to bring peace to everybody. So it's an equal project with equal work for everybody.
Yeah.
So just make sure you know when to protect that peace and when you need to actually go to war and defend that peace.
Yeah. Go to war for yourself.
Yes,
For sure.
absolutely.
That was a good example. I loved it
Thank you.
a lot. Great job. So now you want to go ahead and get into like the practical ways that we practice, protecting our peace.
Absolutely. You want to lead off?
I'll let you lead off.
Okay, one of my biggest and most helpful ways of protecting my peace, drum roll, saying no.
Yes.
That has changed my life. The word no. In my past, I have always been a yes person to everything. If anybody in my family called me for money that I needed to save or anything like that, it was always yes. If there was, again, James not doing his part, I would always try to pick up the slack he left off so it'd be peace. I really don't want Rick to whoop James's ass, so I'm just gonna go and do James's part so Rick don't get mad. You know, in the past, I've always been there, and it's been such a burden on me to giving everybody else peace, letting them do what they want, and then here I am struggling with more burden than I should have because I'm letting everybody else get peace except me. But baby, the power of no, fuck no. Sometimes you know what I mean? The power of
Hell to the no.
hell no. Any no, no. Whatever you want to
Nah.
say, no. If it's I got a lot of stuff to do this weekend, I can't really go. However you want to spend your no, please get more comfortable with just saying no.
Also, no is a complete sentence. Like,
It
I don't
is.
need to give you a.
Sometimes, yeah, you don't need no.
I don't need to give you a whole reason why. Just no, thank you.
I like that. No is a complete sentence. Nah.
No, thank you.
Well,
Respectfully.
it make me think of that Future sound that was like, how many people?
How many?
How many people gonna be there? Nah, not for me.
Nah.
Ask these questions to keep your peace. No, it's kind of like protecting your peace. You know what I mean? It's like that shield you put over it. Hey, we going out with such and such. I mean, 23rd? Nah, I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just call me afterwards or whatever it might be. Say no to more things that put you in situations that you're not comfortable with.
Yeah, and for me personally, I can 100% agree with that. I am a recovering people pleaser.
Yeah.
I think, do you see me as a people pleaser?
Yes, you are. You are definitely a people pleaser. You try to make everybody happy to the point where, I mean, in little things, I've seen you exhaust yourself
Yeah.
for people to where they get what they need from you, and all you got was a fucking thank you. And I seen you go hard for these people. All you get is a little thank you, and you out here busting ass left and right. You still doing stuff for yourself. You still doing stuff for your family, friends, and on top of work. And I've seen people pleasing can put you in a tornado that ultimately you kind of gain nothing out of it yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have a message to all my people pleasers from a recovering people pleaser. Just fucking say no.
Fuck them folks.
fucking
Fuck them folks.
Say no, because you end up feeling so drained. You don't even have the
Yes.
strength for yourself.
Yeah.
No, say no.
Yeah. At times for both of us, this has just been so hard for us. We care about our family so much and friends. It's been so hard for us over years to say no. But these last, I say 2 to 3 years, that no button I've been pressing that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And it has been a lovely time period for me to know that I am willing to reject anything that threatens my peace.
Yes, it's like, honestly, when you put your peace first, it's an amazing feeling. Like, the fucks I had, they're all gone.
Yes, and you feel strength and you feel more love for yourself when you get that no out.
Yes.
And I never thought, because every time I hear the word no, I think of like a red button.
Yeah.
And I think of a green one when I hear like yes, because like green go, red stop.
Yeah,
Goddamn
that's-
me,
yes,
it's obvious. But
Yes.
I think of hitting a red button, but that red button is actually peaceful as fuck.
Bruh.
I can't stress it enough that red no button can change your life for the better. You have so much peace, so much time, so much energy for yourself when you start telling people no, especially the toxic situations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The shit that you be knowing gonna go a certain way, just say no from the jump.
I never thought that, like you said before, saying no would make me so happy. Bring me so much peace and joy. Like,
Never thought of it.
just say no. Say no. Something that I practice daily when it comes to protecting my peace is don't take it personal. Like, literally,
That's Kalani. I almost said it was Scissor. That's my bad.
y'all, I got something to say. I got something to say for all the people.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna say it. He be getting SZA and Kalani mixed up. Like, I'm so
All the time. They
upset that
kinda
he
close,
generalized them. They're not the same. I love both of them. I love them both, but they're different people. You're not an R&B person though,
I'm
so
not,
it's
but
like me
sometimes I do
getting.
get them confused.
It's like me getting two people. I don't know, two rap people.
I
Mixed
fuck
up.
with Kalani a lot though. I like Kalani music though.
More than SZA. You don't like Kalani more than SZA.
I just really ain't went through Scissor music, but I do like
you
Kalani.
like SZA though. You hear me listen to SZA all the time.
I hear you, but see, I will actually play Kalani. It's different though.
I was in my Kalani era for a really long time, but now I'm in my SZA era.
Yeah.
We take shit really, cause like it's just in general. I think we all have a little bit of sensitivity to us. We're sensitive beings. Like it's just natural. So we take a lot of what people say really personal. People say what they do, the decisions they make, we take it personal. Like even of course like with the people we love, but even in out in the world when it's just strangers, like somebody did something to you in traffic, somebody was rude in the store, Karen didn't move out the way, like that should be pissing me off sometimes.
That shit
like,
do.
but like Karen didn't move out the way when you were
You
walking.
be ready to fight for that shit. You ready to throw down for that shit.
I be ready to fight, but it's
Yes,
more
you do.
important to fight for my inner peace.
It is.
So that being said, like that shit ain't got nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them and way less about you. Like I know y'all have probably heard that before.
Yeah.
But it's the truth. Like shit that people say and they do. It's first of all, it has a lot to do with them, but it says a lot about them as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It says so much about them. Like when little petty stuff like that happens, I get like really worked up and I be wanting to like square up. But it's more important to like just protect my peace. Like it's not that deep. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's never worth it. And like you said, not taking it personal. It could have been anybody in that seat. You know what I mean? They would have got treated the exact same way probably. But it ain't even our jobs to investigate why they was acting like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or why they was even on that shit. Just let them be. Go back to protecting your peace. You know what I mean? And hopefully they'll find something one day, but it won't be around here.
It won't be. And just thinking about when you was like trying to figure out why, because I feel like at a point in my life, I would try to figure out why someone did X, Y, Z or said X, Y, Z. But baby,
It don't even matter.
It don't. For one, it don't matter. You're gonna spend your lifetime trying to figure out other people and their actions. It's not worth it.
Yeah, other creatures of this world are very complicated, and I just ain't got the time to understand people that, in the first place, probably wasn't gonna benefit my soul that well.
Right.
Like we only interacting, buddy, cause this work. We only interacting at this point, cause it's like this. We ain't really even gotta be around each other no more, bro. We just can't enhance each other like spiritually. That's the biggest wealth I got right now. If a motherfucker can't enhance me like any way, vibe wise or something like that, energy, we really out the way. Cause I can get money wherever. I could have fun with my daughters, my best friend right here. If you can't contribute to the vibe, like it's like at this point in my life, you really like out the door.
Like what we talking about?
Like what we got to talk about.
I'm wrapped out.
Like all wrapped out if you can't provide nothing.
Facts. One of my favorite ways ever to protect my peace is to curate the world around me.
That is a good one. You put me on that shit.
I did. What I say? I be having to know.
I swear, like every time you gotta know. But just like let me know that like I was really the creator of everything. Like if I want it, I can have it. If I can see it, want it, buy it, own it. That's actually a Lil Flip line from back in the day. You remember the rapper Lil Flip?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. Yeah, he had that line back in the day. But like it really is that. Like, don't just leave the life you want on Pinterest. Like you can have that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Just actually go out there and get it. And not just talking about like tangible things to buy, but like the cute walks to the park and like shit to it's time to yourself. You know what I mean? You can have those things. Like bring that shit to real life.
Exactly. And from a perspective where we talk about protecting your peace, so one of my favorite things is to obviously not be on my phone. Like first hour of the morning. Like I'm not gonna spend time on my phone. I'm not, again, not perfect. I work.
I wanna. This is what I wanna.
I feel like 9 times out of 10 I do that, but some mornings I just don't. Like some days I just don't. Like today I just did not. I had stuff going on personally in my life, and that just did not happen for me today. Like, and when I say don't get on my phone, for one I mean like, okay, I'm not gonna get on social media, okay?
Yeah.
And typically I also mean I'm not gonna talk to anyone. Anyone outside of my immediate family, I'm not gonna talk to them. Or if obviously you can look at your phone, you can see if you have an emergency or something like that. You know, just obviously alter it to your lifestyle. If you have someone who depends on you, then yes, obviously you might need to look at it. But point being, like, I definitely don't like to get on my phone, have conversations with anybody the first hour, couple, especially when we talk about conversations, first couple hours of my day. I got to get my thoughts together. I got to get my peace in order. So that's one of my favorite things to do. What else do you do when it comes to like curating the world around you?
making sure this is something simple, but I don't know why it give me so much peace. Putting clothes on every day, you know what I mean? Things of that nature. That's a small practice. Putting clothes on every day, eating something healthy gives me some
Yes.
type of peace. I am one of the people that believe you kind of are what you eat. You know what I mean? If you eat
Facts.
a certain way, I feel like you're gonna start to feel that way. That's small practices. As well as like curating your life is just like really embracing your creative side. I feel like creativity like give you some type of peace. Is
For
expressing
sure.
things, getting things out of you.
That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? Whether that's through your clothes, through art, um, audio art, visual art, whatever it might be, just try to be creative, you know what I mean, in your life. And I feel like that brings me peace all the time. Unlike Ree, I get to my phone in the morning, but I like to listen to music
Oh, okay. I
early, like
love music.
soon
Yes.
as soon as it start. Like I rap, so I
That's
like
so true. Oh my God. Be
um
having the AirPod in early in the
yeah, early in
morning.
the morning I have an earpod in one ear, like
Y'all, this man listens to music so much. I had to tell him, I was like, baby, did you not see that notification on your phone
oh, I
from
don't be
Apple?
yeah, hey, fuck, I don't give a
I've never gotten that notification.
my ears is shot though. I've been told you that. Like I hear ringing in my ears. I've had ringing in my ears for years from extensive like music listening, like listening to beats, like and recording. My ears are shot.
Yeah, so they need to know what the notification is though, because maybe they don't. Maybe
It's,
they've never
they probably
gotten it.
not. Somebody has to get. I ain't the
The
only motherfucker
one,
gonna get it.
probably the one that says
You
you've reached your
limit on
limit,
volume, like excessive. Like we recommended
exceeded
you
the
turn.
limit,
Yeah,
some shit. I don't know, Apple.
yeah. Recommended you turn down the volume of that shit. Yeah, I'm going right past that every time.
Why you just can't turn it down?
No, I can't hear everything if I turn it down. Cause I make music, so I need to hear every little noise you put in there. And like when you just a listener, sometimes you don't hear that like fourth vocal that they put in there or something
I
like
be here.
that.
You can hear. You just gotta like tune in. You don't have to turn it all the
No, I got
way
other
up.
shit to do too.
You don't have to
I got
turn it
other
all the
shit to
way
do
up.
too. Yeah, but yeah, curate the life you want. And just bring peace to your world by bringing your dreams and all that into light. I think a lot of people don't know how close they are to their dreams.
Yeah.
And when I say you close to them, just by bringing them into real life, like a lot of us are very close. A lot of us want certain things that like we can have. We just gotta push ourselves to bring it into the light.
Yeah, like the power of visualization.
It's
Why can't I
crazy.
say that word? Visualization. Is that how you say it?
I would assume yes.
The power of visualizing. Because that's a manifestation tactic. Like, we did this shit yesterday when we went out to the ramen spot. I was like, what would your perfect day look like? And
Oh
then
yeah, we did.
you told me what it looked like, and I was kind of adding my bits in there. And I'm like, whoa, like, I feel really powerful. I feel like that shit
Mm-hmm.
was real. Because, like, when you visualize shit, scientifically, when you visualize something, you are now vibrating at the same frequency as that particular thought. So it has no choice but to come
Yeah.
into fruition for you.
And make sure we only give power to the thoughts that we like to as well. We are not our thoughts. All of them have nothing. A lot of them have nothing to do with us. I don't think people understand like to the science part, like you were speaking about. We have like 30,000 thoughts a day. Only a certain few actually make it to the main part of your brain to get pushed through before you actually have a thought of. But you got like 30,000 a day.
Yeah.
Like the brain is pushing that many of them. We don't gotta listen to all of them.
Yeah, the world is like really a really noisy place. So it's so important to say no, like you said before, but to block out that noise, to filter out that noise, and spend time away from social media, spend time away from media. Like we don't watch the news. Like I don't. When I first got my iPhone, I deleted the news app. We don't watch the news. Like we don't retain any of that information. We were at the ramen spot, like I said yesterday, and the news was on, and I was just like,
There's dreadful story after dreadful story.
after dreadful story, and that's why everybody. I'm not gonna say everybody, but that's why some people are so like sad because you have no choice but to take in the energy and from these tragic stories. Because I was like, damn, I'm sad now.
Yeah.
I was like, this is why I don't watch the news, and it's like I'm not ignoring it. I'm not being oblivious to what's going on in the world around me, but I am protecting my peace because I have to. I literally would be sad all day. And the sad truth is, shit is gonna keep happening in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna keep happening, and in order for you to contribute to world change, to world peace, you have to have inner peace. And so by not consuming media is one huge way that I keep my inner peace and just blocking out that noise.
Yeah, and like getting into like filtering out the noise, like for those who don't know, an orchestra has about the average orchestra has about 90 musicians in it. That's 90 people with violins, saxophones, horns, you know what I mean, clarinets,
Harps.
harps, all of it, you know what I mean, going. If every musician in the orchestra chose to play a different song, it would be ridiculous. It would be a horrible noise. That shit would burn your ears out. But somehow you go to an orchestra, there's one person conducting the entire, he's controlling everything with an arm. That's you. You just need to filter out all of the unwanted noise to get to your beautiful sound. Control the narrative. You are the orchestra, the conductor. I think that's his name. You are the conductor of your own life. Make sure you getting the sound you want. Play the best tune for you and your vibe that day.
I love that. I didn't know where you were going at first. I was a little worried, but that's really beautiful.
It is like people just conduct. You know what I mean? Like I said, you see that one dude with that wand controlling 90 people at once, and nobody gets out of line. Makes the it you know what I mean? Whatnot. It's a beautiful thing.
It is very beautiful. Shout out to my I was in band.
I want to be in band.
Yeah, I was in band. I played the flute like Lizzo per. But and shout out to Mr. Star.
Who is that?
my conductor. I think his name was Mr. Star when I was in middle school.
I was gonna say Patrick.
Not Patrick Star.
What?
No, I think his name was Mr. Star. I really want to say. I could be wrong, but
Okay.
shout out to him. It just made me think about, like, I was in band. I had a conductor.
No, I was not in band. I always wanted to play the sax though. Want to learn how to play the guitar too.
Yeah,
I bought one that sits back there.
and for decoration.
Yeah, at this point it's all decoration.
It's cute though. So another one that's really big for me, and I have started practicing a lot more recently, is understanding that I can only control my actions and my reactions to certain things, certain people, and certain things that life throws at me. Because I think often people, I've said this before, people may or may not feel like, okay, once I have my shit together, my inner peace on point, life won't throw anything at me, throw anything unexpected at me. And that's just not true. Like, it's not true at all. And when you understand that all you have to do is really just change your perspective. Like, for example, you get a flat tire, instead of being like, oh my fucking God, like my life sucks, things always happen to me. Be like, wow, I'm so happy I have the money, the resources to get a new tire. I'm so happy
Absolutely.
I can call, who do they call when you get a flat tire?
Shit, I don't know. You call me. If you gonna get a flat, I don't know
There's
who else
a-
they call.
Well, there's a service that people can call. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever that
Like
service is.
AAA?
AAA. Thank
Yeah,
you.
AAA, there
Thank
you
you.
go.
I'm happy I can call AAA. I'm
Like
happy I
triple
have
trav.
triple trap. I'm happy I have the resources to, get this tire fixed. You know what I mean?
But yeah, knowing what you can control, if it can't fit in your pocket, you usually can't control it. So just leave that out there. You can control what you see on your phone and things of that nature. But if it can't fit in your pocket, you can't control it. And last time I checked, y'all couldn't fit a grown ass human in your pocket. You can't control other people, what they gonna say, how they gonna be, how they gonna act. You don't control what side of the bed people wake up on
Facts.
at all. You don't even control who your job hire. I'd have fired a lot of you motherfuckers. Been had a lot
I
of
hate you.
like out of the way, but like you can't control a lot of things in life, but you can control how you react to them, how you feel about them. Well, see, sometimes you can barely control how you feel about situations. Hell, they bring that much emotions out of you. But
Yeah.
know what you can control, and let go and let be.
Yeah. And I've talked about control in the past very briefly, but it gives you power when you realize, like, okay, I understand I can't control this. Like, so much of life is uncertain, and that's okay. I think it scares a lot of people, but it shouldn't scare you. Like, just knowing that, okay, I have control over my actions and my reactions to certain situations and certain people, that brings me so much peace, just knowing that alone.
Yeah. And don't let nobody else control you either. I know we talking about like not trying to control other people and everything. Don't let nobody control you either. Post your content. Don't let motherfucking trolls control what you want to put out there in the world. That's on the internet and off the net. You know what I mean? Real life. Don't let other people control you either.
Definitely, definitely.
And yeah, we can't control anybody or anything. And to protect our peace, we also have to know when we're finna hit our limit. Our this is too much for me to handle situation. Like when you finna hit your ceiling, you need to know before we crash and break through and we say something we can't pull back, or we do something that we can't get back either.
Yeah, because for me personally, like, it's so funny. I'm a very sociable person. Like, we talked about this before, but I'm a very sociable person. Like, well, anywhere I go, I'm talking to people. Like, it's just natural. Like, I want to talk to people. I have the desire to just speak and talk to people. But in the same breath, I have
Short battery.
a short battery. Like, literally. Like, I can't be talking to a whole bunch of people and like, I just can't do it. Like, literally.
Like I said, we both social people. Most people are. Humans in general want to socialize and be around people is natural. But please know what kind of battery life you do have for it. There are some people that can go from the pre-kicking it, the party, the after party spot. Dog, we can do the pre-party and I'm still gonna cut out early from the actual party.
Yeah.
That is just me. I don't have a big social battery, but I love to socialize. But knowing my limit, I want to be nowhere too long and it starts to drain me there. I don't want to bring that energy to this situation. Y'all seem like y'all having a good time. Y'all battery still lit. I don't want to bring you down, brother. I'm just going to go and get this Uber.
Exactly. That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm going to go and slide in this little Uber.
Exactly.
Real quick.
Exactly. That's a good point because when I over like
Overdo
go
it.
over that limit,
Yes.
it gets ugly.
It can get very ugly.
It can.
And especially for all my for all people your partner ain't 8. Oh fuck, that can get real bad. The social battery drain and they ain't 8.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I hope y'all ain't got a hangry partner like I do.
I get really hangry, y'all.
Yes, you do.
And I'm sorry.
Don't let me like we go somewhere. Like last weekend we went out to this bigger city that's nearby us to socialize, and like they have more to offer than the city we live in. You was out of there after a certain while. You was like, oh, let's go to. You was so hyped. Let's go to the zoo. Like you want to take our youngest daughter out the blue. You weren't supposed to go to the zoo. We weren't supposed to do that. Supposed to be laid back when we went.
Yeah.
Went to the zoo. It's people everywhere.
I'm like, oh my God. I just thought that no one was gonna be here.
You was so hyped to get out the car though. The social battery it got drained so fast. We was only there for an hour.
I literally said when we got out the car and we pulled up to the zoo, we got in. I'm like, whenever I said go to the zoo, I actually didn't account
people being there.
I didn't think about other people being here. I forgot.
We got your limits.
I forgot my limit.
We got your limits real fast.
Yeah. And knowing your limit, it goes beyond like just social boundaries. It could be work related.
Mm-hmm.
It could be, I don't know, like it literally could be anything. Just know your fucking limit.
Know your limit. Know how many hours at work you can actually work. Cause we can't stand half the motherfuckers. Like, oh boy, always come by the cubicle with his little fucking stank breath. We can't stand half the people
Not
we work
his
with.
stank breath.
Probably so. Like, know how many hours you can work. It's like alcohol. Just like know your limit before you get intoxicated. When it comes to a social battery, usually once the social battery gets drained, either you're gonna become angry or very sad. One of the two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and speaking, like thinking about it from a creative standpoint too, like I think that for me personally, I get so excited about different projects. Like when it comes to work,
You do.
I get really excited, but because I know my limit, but because I ignore the fuck out that limit sometimes, I get so burned out and so drained. I be want to quit everything. I quit. I fucking quit. I don't want to do any of it.
Know your limit before you crash out. It is imperative that you do, my friend.
And it's like know your limit, not like right up until you get like
don't
way before you get to your limit. Don't get to your limit. Just like
if it's like the top of your limit, like is 100, do not wait till you get to 98 to say, oh, I need to go home. You need to start feeling around 50. All right, okay, we getting there. Around 60, you need to start making the plan. 70, you already out the door. We don't even want to get to 80. Like we don't want to get that far.
You got to give yourself that room, like
that grace.
Yes.
Do not wait till you get to 98. It's gonna be too short. Then you gonna give an attitude to somebody for no reason at all. And because I
Child.
know we talk about a lot of inner work, but like we can be the culprits too. Like
For sure.
let's not think that we all like angels.
Angels.
Like we can be the culprit too. We've all experienced like hurting somebody before too. So we can be the culprit. So make sure you know your limits so you don't become the Joker of the story.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean by the Joker?
No.
I you looked at me and I had a clue you didn't. Batman?
No.
God damn, I don't know what to say. I really do not.
Batman. Is the Joker
Batman
the
is
villain?
the hero.
I know who Batman is. I know Batman is the hero, but is the Joker the villain?
God damn.
Is he not?
Yes, Joker is the yes, he is. Yes, Joker is the villain.
Okay. You're not gonna make me feel bad for not knowing.
You ain't gotta feel bad. It's just that's I really thought that was American culture. Everybody around here knew who the Joker was. Anyway, that's something different.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Also just surrounding yourself with good people.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we would like to have this nice social group of friends, but my dog, if you need to cut it down to only the positive ones, and it end up being you and Sandy, I think you two make a dynamic duo.
Absolutely.
I think you two look great together.
You look amazing
Awesome.
together.
You know what I mean?
You're shining.
You're shining. Just if it's just you and Sandy, please just accept that. And if it's just you and you, please accept that as well. You know what I mean? Spend some time alone. But even if you have to go curate a group of people around you, what I mean is like surround yourself with good podcasts, surround yourself with good interviews. You know what I mean? Documentaries
Yes.
and things of that nature that put you in a great mind space. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time do we need to know the people that the vibe we trying to feel. You know what I'm saying? Long as you get some type of access and information from these people, shit, that's part of the circle.
Yeah. There's this amazing YouTube channel called Creative Minds that I love, love, love to watch and listen to, where they basically take a whole bunch of clips from, I guess, iconic, powerful. That's not really the word. Good people, I guess. Really just good people.
Yeah.
For example, Virgil. How do you pronounce his last name?
I have no idea. Virgil,
Abla? Abla? I've never heard nobody say it. I've only seen it written.
Rest in peace to the GOAT.
Yes. But find mentors. Find good mentors. And I used to think about mentors being only people you knew, people that you could meet up with, people that you could talk to, you know what I'm saying? But no, you can find your mentor dead or alive. Like literally, like it could be shit. We love Nipsey Hussle.
Absolutely.
Nipsey Hussle was one of our mentors.
For sure.
Yeah, so in the same respect, you can find good people to be around. It's the
Absolutely.
same thing.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah. And hopefully, like, if you're listening to us, like, we're your good people.
Yeah, for sure. We can be that for you.
Yeah, for sure.
You just can't call before 10.
You can't call before 10.
Can't call
You can't
before 10.
call after
10.
8 p.m.
Yours is 8.
Yeah,
For me,
yeah.
it's around 10.
You accept calls after 10 p.m.? No,
I
you
accept
don't.
texts.
10 p.m. You do?
Yeah, you text me at 10. I'm going to let you know that I'm going to bed, but you still get to hear from me, though.
Okay, text, that's a little different, but no, I'm not texting anybody after 8 p.m.
You ain't.
I'm not doing it. The last, but definitely not least,
Most important.
most important way that we prioritize peace is just practice.
Yes, this shit, all the shit that we said means absolutely nothing. Everything we've ever told y'all or everything you ever heard means shit if you don't practice it.
Yeah.
You have to put things into practice. I feel like a lot of times we'll go on this binge of searching for knowledge, searching for this and that. And we get so much information drawn into us that when it comes down to doing, we got like 12,000 ways to do it and we never choose one. We just know a lot of paths.
Exactly. And the searching and looking in itself is a form of procrastination.
Yeah, it's exhausting too.
It definitely is. But for me, practicing looks like obviously all the things we just mentioned, but like meditation.
Yeah.
I've been getting really, 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 I'm going to say really one more time, really heavy with my meditation. Like I was just so overwhelmed one day this week and I was just like, I need God. Like I was just craving The universe, yeah, it's true. Like I was like, I'm craving God. I'm craving this connection to the divine and the universe, and that's what I've been doing. I've been really prioritizing meditation, and sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's 10. And I know ideally I want to get up before everybody else and sit down on this couch and meditate. It don't always look like that. This morning we got the girls ready, and when you dropped our youngest daughter off, I sat down here and I meditated, and I was just very grateful and thankful to the universe for the unknown, for everything that is coming to me. I really just went into a zone right there. I really went into
I see that.
but yeah, definitely meditation. Definitely breathing, like your red light therapy, just little stuff like that. I think
Yeah.
you
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes we hear meditation, we hear that word, but red light therapy, that was an amazing creative way to personalize um, something that is going to be beneficial for you, but also you catered it to your life.
But I said practice is the biggest thing. No matter what it is, whatever you choosing, practice and consistency will get you through the door. Just keep going, like keep going, or start that thing, add that thing in, and just trying to get it to an everyday routine. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
know you ain't gonna hit it every day, but practice is the biggest thing. Practice all these things, and you'll get better. Don't just know these things and have them stored in your mind. It's like little things we would like to do one day. Go ahead and
Yeah.
add these practices in and see how they help you.
And understand that it takes time. Like it won't happen overnight. Okay, you practice some of these habits yesterday, so tomorrow I'm not gonna let Katie fucking get to
Yeah,
me.
James still gonna need to do his part of the fucking project, and
Yeah.
it's still gonna get on your nerve tomorrow. But I promise you, after like you said, after you practice your anything of keeping your peace, James really won't get on your nerves no more. You'll get to the point, you know you've reached a breakthrough when like practicing protecting your peace and finding it and always maintaining it. When the things that used to make you angry, you can get a little laugh out of.
Yeah,
Get a
for
little kick,
sure,
a
for
little laugh,
sure.
like, bro, this man James a fucking fool. Like he
Yeah.
wild. Like bro
Yeah, yeah,
wild.
yeah.
Like you have a different like feeling about it. It's a whole nother level of peace about things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once it comes into practice.
And the thing is, it's okay to be upset or whatever emotion you may feel about a particular thing, because the point is not to dehumanize you, because we're all human, so we're all
Mm-hmm.
gonna feel. Like that's one of the most beautiful things of the human experience, is to feel. So don't be down on yourself when something happens in your life and you feel a certain way towards it. Feel that way for 5 minutes. I've seen it somewhere. Feel that particular way. Feel that emotion for 5 minutes, but then and we're over it. Now we're over it. Especially if it's something that doesn't largely impact your life. You know what I mean? Just we'll feel that emotion for 5 minutes and then we're moving on. We don't want to spend too much time on that particular emotion. We're moving on and then we're back to maintaining our peace.
Absolutely. Practice, practice, practice. Don't forget that, ladies and gentlemen.
Please.
And with that being said,
Thank you so much for being here today. We love y'all so much. Sending you so much peace and abundance and everything you need in this exact moment. Talk to y'all next time. Bye. Mwah.
peace.